Good morning, you all. Today we are dealing with the past tense. Present tense is over. Present simple present, present perfect, present continuous, present perfect continuous. Now we can have past. There are also four subdivisions in the past: simple past, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. Now first of all we can have simple past. Past simple or simple past. So uses. So we use simple past to short quickly finished actions and also actions of long duration. First of all, quickly finished actions. For example, Peter broke the window. Here simple past tense, broke the window. So it is not a continuous process. It is a quickly finished short action. Short, quickly finished action. So for this we use simple present. Not only that, actions or happenings of long duration can also be expressed in simple past. Actions of or happenings of long situations of long duration. Look at the example. I spent all my childhood in Chennai. I spent all my childhood in Chennai. So there is a happening situation of long duration. There is all my childhood, long duration, I spent in Chennai. So here quickly finished action, here an action of long duration. Another example, the storm raged between 3 and 5 in the morning. Storm raged, that is heavy storm in the night, in the morning here, 3 and 5. So between there is 3 and 2 hours. So we can say it is also a action of long duration. This is also an action of long duration. This is a quickly finished action. So simple past is used for these both. That is the first use of simple past. The next. So past tense always refers to some adverbial showing definite time in the past. Just like yesterday, last year, last month. These are all definite time in the past. So I have given you an example of present perfect. I have seen Taj Mahal. No time is there, no past time adverb is there. But when we use I saw Taj Mahal last year. Last year is the past time adverb. If a past time adverb is there, you should use past, simple past, not present perfect. രണ്ടും താജ്മഹൽ കണ്ടു, ഇന്ന് ലാസ്റ്റ് ഇയർ കണ്ടു, ഇന്ന് താജ്മഹൽ കണ്ടു എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഐ ഹാവ് സീൻ താജ്മഹൽ എന്നത്. If there is a past time adverb, just like last year, last month, or in 1985, there is past time adverb, you should use simple past. There is the parcel arrived. Yesterday. So yesterday is the past time adverb, so we use arrived. The past tense parcel arrived yesterday. So A past time adverb like, let's say, yesterday, last year, last month, or in February, there is simple past is used. Then I saw Taj Mahal. Last year. So last year is there. So don't use I have seen Taj Mahal. Only say I saw Taj Mahal. Definite time in the past. That is here. Last year, yesterday. Then sometimes the yesterday or last year may not be there. But there may be context in the sentence. In the preceding sentence or anywhere there may be a context here, past context may be there. So we can also use simple past even though the time expression is not there. Past time expression is not there. From the language context we can understand that it is a past action. Look at the example. John has become engaged. So here has become present perfect. Engagement is over. Now this is the language context. The next we can use simple past. It took us by surprise. It took us by surprise. So here context is there preceding line or in the language context. It's called a language context. In the preceding line, the time is there, past time is there. That is engagement of John. They didn't expect John to be engaged soon. So it took us by surprise. The engagement of John took us by surprise. Here the engagement, this engagement is the past time expression here, language context. So we can use in the next sentence we can use this simple past here. Then sometimes there will be no context at all, but the context is understood. For example, did you get the letter? Did you get it in past tense angle? So did you get the letter? Did get means past. Question I want did you do. Did you? We have seen that in the modern is primary auxiliary did, do, does, did. Did you get the letter? So here simple past is there. Did get means simple past. So but this in this we can see that context is understood. The postman brings the letter. The postman comes a definite time in the past. Suppose this is now it is 4 o'clock. The postman comes between 11 o'clock and 12. So we can say, did you get the letter? The time is over. From the context, that is outside the context, it is understood that postman comes between 11 and 12. Now it is 4 o'clock. The time is over. 4 o'clock. So we can ask, did you get the letter? Suppose the postman comes between 11 and 12. At 11:30, when we ask, that is at 11:30, don't you ask, did you get the letter? Have you got the letter? That is the correct. When you are asking that a question at 11:30, because between 11 and 12 the postman comes. The time is not over. Have you got the letter? That is, in that context we say, have you got the letter? Because it is not a past time here. Past time, that is, at any time the postman comes in between 11 and 12. So 11:30 we are asking, so have you got the letter? At 4 o'clock when you are asking such a question, that is, did you get the letter? So the context is outside language, the context is understood. In this case also we can use simple past. So time, remember the time. It's at 4 o'clock we can ask such a question, but at 11:30 we cannot ask such a question here. Then there is, did you get the letter? If the time is over. If the time is not over, you can ask. You can say, have you got the letter? Then habitual action in the past. When I was a child, I played cricket. I played cricket here. So that is the time is over. When I was a child, now he is no more a child, he is grown up. So when I was a child, I played cricket. That is habitual action in the past. Not now, in the past. Habitual action in the past. So another thing is that, another use is that in storytelling, simple past is normally used. Once upon a time, there lived a king. There lived a king. We say that the king was a wise king. So in storytelling, we normally use simple past. So then, next we can come across a term here, model preterite. Preterite means past. Model past. Preterite means past. So past verb with the present or future meaning. There is something unusual here. Model preterite means past. Preterite means past. It past. So here past verb. Verb in the past having present or future meaning. So we can see that past tense may be used in subordinate clauses, main clause and subordinate clause. We have seen clauses to express something desirable or conceivable. നമുക്ക് ഇമാജിൻ ചെയ്യാവുന്ന, നമ്മൾക്ക് ഇഷ്ടമുള്ള അഭിലഷണീയമായ കാര്യങ്ങൾ എക്സ്പ്രസ് ചെയ്യാൻ മോഡൽ പ്രീട്രൈറ്റ് ഉപയോഗിക്കുക, പാസ്റ്റ് വിത്ത് ഫ്യൂച്ചർ മീനിങ്. ലുക്ക് അറ്റ് ദ എക്സാമ്പിൾ. It is high time. Somebody held his tongue. Old past tense held here. So here, it is high time somebody held his tongue. One man is talking without stopping. That is, he is talking continuously without stopping. So, if one is bored with his talk, it is, that is, some says, it is high time somebody held his tongue. അയാളുടെ നാവ് അടക്കേണ്ട സമയമായി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. So, that is the meaning here, but he has not stopped. He is continuously talking here. So, that is, it expresses present meaning. ആരെങ്കിലും അയാളൊന്ന് നാവ് അടക്കണമെങ്കിൽ സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ചെയ്യിക്കണം പറയുന്നത്. ദാറ്റ് സമയം അതിക്രമിച്ചു എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. അയാളുടെ സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ചെയ്യിക്കാനുള്ള ടൈം അതിക്രമിച്ചു. അപ്പം ഇവിടെ പാസ്റ്റ് മീനിങ് അല്ലത്. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് കോൾഡ് പ്രീട്രൈറ്റ്, മോഡൽ പ്രീട്രൈറ്റ് വിത്ത് പാസ്റ്റ് ടെൻസ് യൂസ്ഡ് വിത്ത് ഫ്യൂച്ചേഴ്സ് ഇൻ പ്രസന്റ് മീനിങ്. പ്രസന്റ് മീനിങ്. സോ ഹിയർ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് കോൾഡ് മോഡൽ പ്രീട്രൈറ്റ്. സോ you can look at another example. It is 10 o'clock. It is time. It is. You went home. It is time you went home. It is 10 o'clock. So it is time for you to go home. There is a meaning here. It is time you went home. പോകേണ്ട സമയമായി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. So here also it expresses simple present or future meaning. It is time you go home എന്നല്ല പറയുന്നത്. It is time you went home. It is called a modal preterite. That is the one use of modal preterite. Another use is there. There is another use of modal preterite That is to express unrealized or undesirable, unrealized wish. That is unrealized or unrealized, that is realizable desire. പൂർത്തീകരിക്കാൻ കഴിയാത്ത ആഗ്രഹം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പൂർത്തീകരിക്കപ്പെടാത്ത ആഗ്രഹം പറയുന്നത് എക്സ്പ്രസ് ചെയ്യാൻ നമുക്ക് ഉപയോഗിക്കും. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ ഐ വിഷ്, സെൻറ്റൻസ് സ്റ്റാർട്ടിങ് വിത്ത് ഐ വിഷ്. I wish. I knew the fellow's name. I wish I knew the fellow's name. So he does not know the fellow's name, the name of the fellow here, but he expresses his desire. Unfulfilled desire. He does not know the name of the fellow here. I wish I knew the fellow's name. So here also don't say I wish I know the fellow's name. I knew is used. It is called also modal predicate. So with a future meaning or present meaning here, not past meaning. It is expressing a unrealized, unfulfilled wish or unrealizable desire here. It is, that is, we can also use as if in the case of as if, as though, as if, as though. In such clauses beginning with these phrases, we can also use modal predicate. So he acts as if he owned the palace. He acts as if he owned the palace, as if he is the owner of the palace. He is acting or he is behaving just like the owner of the palace. He is not an owner, but he behaves as he owned the palace. So, as he is the owner of the palace, that is the meaning here. So, its present meaning is there, but here modal predicate is used here. One more example here. He behaves as if he were a king. As if he were a king. So it is called past subjunctive. Past subjunctive, as if he, don't say as if he was a king, but as if he were a king. So instead of using was, actually he, along with he, we must use was because he is a singular. He was a king, but in this context we must use as if he were a king. This use along with he is called past subjunctive. രാജാവിനെ പോലെ പെരുമാറണം. രാജാവല്ല, he is not a king. He is not the king, but he behaves as if he were a king. That is, as if he is acting like a king. So these are past, that is a modal predicate. Past with past verb with present or future meaning. Present or future meaning. Now next is past continuous. Past continuous. Next we can see. So express a past action that continues for a lifetime. Look, there is just like the use, just like that, but action continues for a long time. There is a particular time in the past action going on for a time, for a action in progress for a time in the past year. Look at the example. What were you doing? What were you doing at 8 o'clock? Yes, sir. What were you doing? Continuous tense, past continuous. What were you doing at 8 o'clock yesterday? That is yesterday at 8 o'clock. And answer is I was watching TV. I was watching TV yesterday at that moment. So a particular time there, and watching TV starts 1 hour before and it may end after 9 o'clock or up to 9 o'clock. So that is a continuous action. I was watching TV. A particular at a point of time in the past, and that happens before that and concludes after that. So that is a simple past continuous. Then another use is that an activity in progress at every moment during a period of time. During a period of time, for 5 or 6 hours, there is a period of time, and activity in progress at every moment. Look at the example. I was painting. All day yesterday. I was painting all day yesterday. Throughout there is daytime, I was painting. Period of time is yesterday, full yesterday time, daytime. Then the action continues for a period of time, in progress for a long period of time. Then they were quarreling. They were quarreling the whole time. They were together. That is, both husband and wife were quarreling for a long time here. At that time they were quarreling. So, long period of time, for 2 or 3 hours they were quarreling. Then they were together. They were quarreling over a long period of time. Then we can use two actions, both actions expressing in continuous tense. Two actions in one sentence expressing in continuous tense. You can see the example. We were studying. While our mother was cooking. We were studying, my mother was cooking. Both actions going on at the same time. Both actions in progress going on continuous at the same time. That is, we were studying while our mother was cooking and were studying. Both actions continuing at the time of speaking. So, there is time in the past, not time of speaking. A time in the past, there is we were studying that yesterday. Mother was cooking at the same time. So that these are the uses of present progressive. Now, present perfect, past perfect and past perfect continuous we can have tomorrow. So thank you very much.